Hello, friends, and welcome back to Hallmark Never Stop Blowing Up. I am here with our incredible Hallmark Heroes as our adventure continues. Now, it's worth noting they have all reached a D8 and they have chosen a new group suite to unlock, meaning they have unlocked the Diesel Circus, meaning they have injury advantage. They will roll twice on the first roll after an injury. They have double explosions, meaning if you roll a blow up followed by a blow up, you get to double the amount of turbo tokens that you currently have. And you have drive check. On a successful drive check, make another skill check, meaning you can now drive, and if you're doing it well enough, fire a gun out the window at the same time. It's an exciting time, and a lot has happened over the previous episode. You had gone to war with Primrose Pierce, the hacker prime of the Infamous Collective, defeating her and eliminating the blackmail that she had tried to collect for all of America based on the internet. Each of you did some pretty incredible things. Johnny, you murdered Primrose Pierce and blew up the blackmail evidence to cover up the fact that you had slept with Haley Barris, the Hallmark rival of your love, Holly Ringer. Holly, you threw up after witnessing a murder. You tried to keep everyone on board. You also successfully took control and made it possible to sneak one of your team into the Chestnut 32,000 so they could try to win the race and have a better shot at being made Chestnut king or queen at the end of the week. Cole, you escaped from a scarecrow. It was a robot, but you thought it was a scarecrow. Yeah. You thought they were bales of computers. You supported the group in general and also tried to keep Primrose alive. You weren't successful. Perhaps biggest of all, you almost admitted your feelings for Holly Ringer out loud. Yeah. Not a thing we can avoid. And Trish, you finally did it. You beat Janice Fimblewinter in a race.
Feels good.
You beat her. You called her out for farting. You also used a flamethrower to blast a path down a hill. You did a lot. And in the end, you achieved your 2 mission goals of the Chestnut 32,000, which you are now the champions of. Celebrations are going on at the bottom of the hill. The town is happy. The Fimblewinters are livid. You can see Janice yelling at her parents who are yelling at her. It's going to be a bad season at the ski resort. And the rest of the town is celebrating and kind of heading home after the madness of this event. Very surprised by your use of a flamethrower, Trish. That's not really your usual thing. They all called you Patty. You yelled at them that you're Trish. Can you roll me, I would say, a hot DC 13.
Ooh.
I got a 5.
Most of them will still be calling you Patty. They couldn't hear you yell Trish as loud as you had tried. But you are victorious, and they are aware of that. Your team is brought back together at the bottom of the hill. You still have 2 flamethrowers and 2 machine guns, plus a 3rd machine gun that was collected from the villains. Is there anything else you want to collect from the bodies? If you're looking to stack more weapons, you could. Would you like a machine gun, pistol, or one of the taser wands, Holly?
Oh, yeah, I think that this taser wand feels very Holly speed. That feels better. Gun scary. Don't flashes of a person's face exploded. No. Taser.
Taser will not make you barf explosively.
Thank you.
The same way that brutally murdering someone by shooting them in the face from 3 feet away with an automatic weapon will.
That's true.
That makes sense. Now, you are all carrying guns, so I'm imagining you don't want to try to carry that through a traditional Hallmark crowd. Or do you?
No, I don't. But I'm going to stick the machine gun down my pants, and I'm going to, I'm going to put the flamethrower. How big is this flamethrower?
Flamethrower is the equivalent size to a large rifle. So one could think of it as a full leg plus half a torso on a grown man.
I actually think a flamethrower would be okay because it doesn't have to be a weapon of murderous intent. It could be for,
skiing.
Skiing.
That's correct. So you still have the big cylinders on your back of all of the fuel used for this, but you were still carrying your flamethrower with the machine gun down your pants. Johnny, are you stowing your weapons, or are you just carrying them around? What's your strategy for this?
Could we find, if we're at the ski resort at the bottom, I'm sure we could find a discarded a ski bag to keep your ski equipment in, which I think is the perfect size for concealing, let's say, 2 to 4 machine guns.
Roll me a sneak DC 6.
But that's not what I'm good at.
I'm not here to help you.
I have no tokens.
Now
2.
you do.
Now you have a singular token. It turns out most people don't leave their empty ski bags outside. So tricky to find on the slopes.
Holly is distracted and has to run over to Patty and throw arms around her. And, Patty, you did it! Congratulations!
Thank you for giving me this opportunity, Holly.
Of course. How's it feel?
Well, it feels good, but I'm pretty sore. I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
That was rough out there.
It looked intense. Yeah.
And oh my God, you wouldn't believe that during the whole like skiing down the hill, Janice, I can't remember what I said, but she was like, I don't even fart that much. And then I sped ahead of her and I was like, and she was so mad. She was so mad.
You are so bad.
You would have
Oh my
loved it.
gosh.
You would have loved it.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, Holly.
And I know Mom would be proud of you too.
She would be proud of you too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you realize deep in your heart, Holly, that this moment wouldn't have been possible if you hadn't come home.
That's true.
If you aren't around, how are you going to make life better for the people who mean the most to you?
Yeah.
But then you look over and you see Johnny trying to find an empty ski bag,
Hey, babe,
carrying guns.
where am I going to put these?
And you realize that maybe you're making life better for someone right now.
That's true.
Just one person, but he needs a lot of help.
He needs me.
Babe,
Yeah.
stop looking away. Right here.
I'm coming, Johnny. I'm coming.
Jesus.
So you run off to help Johnny. I will note you are a quick healer. You currently have 2 injury levels. You could heal one of those. Now,
Yeah.
the second injury level is the one that is a severe injury, which means you have to spend 2 turbo tokens for every one that you want to add to a goal. You still have 5 that I can see you may not be able to see in your bit.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't see that. Yeah. Well, I think I'd like to nip this severe one in the bud for sure.
Great. So you get that for free because you just completed the
Okay.
race. You can hang on to those. You just get to remove that.
Okay.
At the end of the next kind of scene or encounter that takes place, these can also happen overnight or in other circumstances. At the end of every encounter, you can heal 1 injury level. So
Okay.
just remember, you can continue to heal yourself or your friends.
Okay.
But right now, both you and Cole have superficial injuries.
Yeah.
But Johnny and Holly unharmed as they continue to search for bags to hide guns in. There is the chicken truck, which is back up at the top of the mountain, which is 6 vertical miles. The resort is being shut down, or you could try to find another way to wherever you want to spend the night, which is an interesting question as well.
That's a good question.
Folks, I think it's imperative that, everybody rest up, heal their wounds, find someplace warm. But I got to be honest with you, I left my rocket launcher up in that chicken truck. Plus, I think the chickens will die in the cold if I don't put them someplace warm. So
Yeah.
I'm going to try and use one of the ski lifts to get back up there.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Holly, would you like to join me on the way up hills there?
Oh, if you need my help, I mean, unless Johnny, did you need me to help you with
Yeah,
it?
I got a thing we got to do. Remember?
Trish, can you roll me a wits DC 4?
Just get out of my head, Trish.
That is a 1, but you do have 5 turbo tokens currently.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So I just need 3 to take me to 4.
Correct.
You're going to piss away all your turbo tokens just to
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
shit on my
Yeah, I am, Johnny Evans.
What you realize, Trish, this is an internal realization, not an external one. You're not reading through Johnny's lies. Undoubtedly, he does need something. It may not be important, but he thinks he needs it. However, if you offered to help Johnny, maybe Holly would go with Cole up to collect the truck.
Yeah. Hey, listen, Johnny. Why don't I help you out with that thing that you're needing help with?
You do that for me?
Yeah, bro. I would do that for you.
Patty, I think I had you all wrong. Yeah, come on, you can come help me out. You okay to go get chickens with, Farmer Jan over here?
Cole, yes, we'll go get chickens and we'll meet back with you. Where should we meet up once we have the truck back?
Where's a nice place to stay? I mean, what's close near here that we could actually even...
I mean, you've got a
hunker
lot of
down?
options. So the easiest place to meet up is probably the parking lot because the resort is being shut down. But then you would have a number of different places you could go. There's obviously Mississippi Nuts,
Yeah.
the farm where you have been before. There is your grandmother's / your mother's / your house if you want to take that, Holly. There is your house,
Yeah.
Trish, where people could go. There is Ringer's Sweets and Treats, Or theoretically, you could try to go book a room in one of the many rustic hotels spread throughout Hallmark.
I was going to say, would it not stand to reason, knowing like I was like secretly coming into town, that I would have booked a hotel room?
I think that makes sense to me. So yeah, also there is a hotel room booked.
I don't know. I think just off the dome, it'd be awfully nice to visit a real Christmassy house like your mama used to have.
Yeah, Grandma's kept it up, and I mean, maybe Grandma made her way back there so we could see if she's doing okay. That sounds good. We can all go there afterwards.
Yeah, that work with everybody.
Yeah. I was going to say, do we need to swing by Ariel's to drop the chickens off, or maybe we could put them in Grandma's garage?
Right. Okay. Cole, you know how to feed chickens, I'm sure.
Yeah, I know my way around some chickens.
Okay. We've got a plan.
Okay. All right. We'll see you guys in the parking lot and then head to Grandma's.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So Cole and Holly, you both go to look for a lift up the mountain. Meanwhile, Trish, you are left with Johnny to help him with whatever thing or stuff he wants. Johnny, you've got Trish's full attention. She's clearly here to work. What do you need?
So I think number one, we got to find a way to like disguise these guns, because I can't just be walking around, I'm already conspicuous enough. And then, like I was saying to Holly, like I booked a room at the Radisson in town. So we got to check in. Otherwise, I'm going to get hit with late fees. So we got to go check into my suite.
All right.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Okay, well, I actually happen to have my ski pass on my ski outfit. I have a locker inside.
Love that.
So why don't we go see if my ski bag is in there? We could start with that.
Love that.
Okay.
Love that. You seem pretty cool when you're not like, mad all the time. It's nice. Nice to see you kind of relax a little bit.
That means so much coming from you, Johnny.
No sweat. No sweat.
Okay, you know what? How about less talking, more walking?
I like you're all action, just like Johnny Evans.
So the two of you, just peas in a pod, matching souls, just soulmates. You make your way deeper into the resort to find your way to the locker. Can you both roll me a sneak DC 4?
Still shitty at this. Ooh.
6.
You know what? I'll.
Oh, and I get to blow it up.
Then you are both blowing up. All right.
4, so a 10.
So we have a 10.
And a 6 total.
And a 6. Okay, you both succeed. You manage to stealth your way in that way that people walking obviously and with purpose at a distance can just kind of be dismissed in an environment where a resort is shutting down, the lights are closing off, and you're just moving efficiently until you find yourselves inside the women's locker room of the Fimblewinter ski resort, and you are opening up your locker, and you do have a ski bag in there that you can empty out and put the guns inside of.
Great.
Nice. Mission accomplished.
And then it's time to make your way to the parking lot. When you make your way to the exit, you realize looking out that there is smoke at the top of the mountain. Clearly the server farm, something must have sparked. Something is still showing up there. And now you are seeing lights of trucks from the town begin to move their way up the mountain in the distance. And some of them are waiting in the parking lot of the resort.
Oh, no.
What do you do?
I'm like, shit. Because these two are headed up to the top of the mountain. So, Johnny, I don't know if our cell phones are working right now, if we can connect with them. Okay, great. Super. All right, you know what? I think we need to cause a distraction here in the chalet to divert the people up there because, Cole and Holly have no idea what's waiting for them up there, and we can't warn them.
Oh, I'm pretty good at causing a distraction. I think I can help you with that.
You've got 2 machine guns, a flamethrower, and the wily mind of Johnny Evans. We will find out what that distraction is in a moment.
I was just going to hold a meet and greet. I was gonna bless us.
The camera pulls away from a bad idea and pans up to the lift going up the mountain. It's still running. It's the one lift still open, clearly there for staff, but you're both riding it, sitting on that awkward swing that kind of holds 2 people, but not really, where you're smushed right beside each other.
And the wind is blowing, so Holly's just pulling the cowl of the ski parka up. It's like, whew, it's really chilly up here.
Yeah, you bet. Oh, wait a second. And then I turned the flamethrower on its lowest setting. There you go.
Oh, wow.
Shooting off spurts of flame in front of you.
Right by my feetsies.
So, you still got a little rivalry with old Barry's, huh?
I mean, I haven't talked to her in a long time, but, it's, high school stuff.
I know.
It's tough still.
I know high school stuff. I know that you were always having your face in a photography book,
Yeah.
or Glamour magazine, just thinking about those shots you were going to shoot.
Yeah. oh, how's Jackson been? I didn't get to see him today.
Yeah, well, he's fine. He's still looking for his place in the world.
Yeah.
Sure, he has a master's in business administration and a doctorate in tinkering, but he's never really, found something that fills that hole in his heart.
Yeah. He'll figure it out. Like, I found my place, in the big city, doing photography.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of big photography projects that I work on all the time that fills my time mainly.
Yeah. I was just wondering, though, things changed after high school, but do you ever still think about that time when you and I went stargazing on Baby Mountain?
I couldn't forget it. The sight from that part of the mountain with the stars.
Yeah.
I only wish I had a long exposure camera that I could have captured it.
Yeah. Gave me a lot of inspiration to make a lot of boxcars that night. Let me tell you.
Such a good mountainous hill.
We were so high up.
Yeah.
It could have gone on forever.
Could have
if I
pushed
dropped
anything
it.
off of there.
Yeah. Sorry. I was just thinking.
Yeah.
It got really nippy up there on that night. And I was just thinking, how I huddled up to you for a little bit of warmth, and my hand kind of grazed your hand, and, we kind of embraced for a while there and looked dead in each other's eyes. And I don't know about you, but I saw infinity.
Oh, I just thought, it's really nice being here where, Patty moved in with me and my mom, and she's like my sister.
Yeah.
And then you've always been there for me, like a brother. And we could just stay close together and keep each other warm, and there's no complicated feelings about it at all.
Yeah. I understand that. I do. I mean, I did have a wife after as you know.
Yeah, you have a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But.
And then the disease.
It took
That's
her.
what I heard.
She's gone now.
Yeah.
My wife, Missy, Mississippi's gone. And now I just feel like, I don't know, the stars are aligning again, just like they were on Baby Mountain.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know you were with that highfalutin city boy, but remember, I came from a city 2 towns over.
Oh, yeah.
There ain't nothing in a city that can offer you that this old valley town of Hallmark can't. Family, friends, and America.
And then Holly just quietly looks off to the side, feet dangling into the distance, and we can see down into the bowl where the town of Hallmark is, and Holly just feels so torn because she's starting to realize that might be true, but she also just feels so strongly that she wanted to make a life for her own outside of this place. But maybe her heart might truly lie here, but she still feels torn between 2 places.
It's true. You've got a lot of complicated feelings. You may pretend you don't have, but you do. Even complicated sensations where your head is cold, but your feet are warmed by the occasional spurts of a flamethrower. from 2 feet away.
It's complicated.
Just dropping accelerant onto the hill because it's not just gas. It's like literally like
Kicking
an oil
up
gasoline
noxious
substance.
fumes,
So
yeah.
So many
you
dead
could look
deer.
down the path and there are just 10-foot swaths of flame just burning up the mountain. Can you, both of you, roll me a wits DC 7?
Wits DC 7. Okay.
You got this. You got this. Easy. 16.
Yay.
Got a 5.
A 5. Holly, you are caught up in your emotions, not able to see anything other than the future you thought you wanted and the present. It's maybe what you need.
Yeah.
Beside you, Cole, having been shot down in one way, but knowing that, well, giving up's not really a Mississippi trait.
No.
You realize as you look out that there are vehicles driving towards this place in the distance, and you look down and realize you are leaving a flaming line that leads directly towards your position up the mountain. You're realizing the situation is becoming complicated and fast. What do you do?
Quick. Holly,
Yeah, cool.
I don't even know, but just be alert, be attentive. I think we might be heading to a bushel of trouble up there.
Should we maybe jump off early?
I think we might have to. Okay, I'm going to jump off first, and I want you to land on me.
No, Will.
There's not enough time, and then I jump.
Grab Cole's hand.
You hold his hand
Yeah.
as you both jump.
Yeah.
I need you to roll me. It was going to be a DC 8 tough check for both of you. But I will accept a
boy.
DC 8 tough check for you, Cole. And if you want her to land on you, I need a DC 5 toughness check to save her.
Oh my God, I have shit toughness.
All right, well, roll for yourself first.
You can do it.
It's a 2.
With a 2, that means you will suffer an injury
Oh no!
from this first part of the fall, but you will take a turbo token.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
And then you need to roll me a DC 5 tough check for letting Holly land on you to
But
protect
remember,
her.
you get advantage on this. You get to roll
Because it
this
is your
You just got
first roll
injured.
after an injury.
That's
Diesel Circus.
Thank God.
Diesel Circus.
Good call now.
It's a 1.
Okay.
Good for you, Diesel
Come
Circus.
on.
That's a 2.
To be
Diesel
free.
Circus.
What does this mean?
You take another point of injury, meaning you are near death, but you have been adrenalized. As Holly lands on you, your love for her and your love for this town, your system just floods with endorphins, and you get 10 turbo tokens.
Wow.
There you go.
But the next time you take an injury, you will either be incapacitated or dead. And right now, remember, because you've been severely injured, you are having to pay out 2 turbo tokens to add +1 to a die roll.
Okay.
Get off.
Holly lands directly on you, feet first, on your torso.
Oh no.
Are you safe? Holly, are you safe?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
You are?
Oh, I landed terribly. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. Hey.
I'm gonna go scout out ahead. You just stay here. Stay here.
And she dashes off, leaving you, catching your breath in the snow. Holly, you begin to move laterally away, and that's when you look down and realize that there are lights of vehicles pulling into the parking lot, as well as some beginning to move up the back trails into the mountain. However, the camera pans down to the resort, where Johnny Evans has the world's most perfect distraction concept put into action. Johnny, what's your idea?
I think Johnny's going to try and convince Trish that we gotta rig up that last remaining flamethrower into. It's got to be like a little bomb. We got to blow this place up. Like, I don't know how to do it, like 100%. Like, I can try, but like I've worked on films. Like, I don't know. Did you ever see? I just got a movie in the can where I was like a bomb squad guy, and you like make it's called an improvised explosive device, and we make one with the flamethrower, set this place alight.
It's our idea, so we got to go for it.
It is our idea. We make a, you know what? We make a really good team, you and I.
Don't look at me like that.
Like
Listen,
like how teammates look at one another. Come on, bring it in here.
Holds up a hand for a high five.
Come on.
and I'm like this.
The saddest hand raise.
Bang, Patty and Johnny.
I really do prefer Trish.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'll try and keep that one up there.
Okay, bomb.
So you both begin to make your way to the central chalet where the big restaurants are, where the fancy loft is. You know, this is just a little bonus for you, Trish, but you know that there is a certain balcony up at the top of this building that is the Fimblewinter family's favorite place to have meals. So if you had to blow up a building, this one's pretty all right.
Yeah.
I need to get a tech check difficulty 5 to get in through the side door. I will accept it from either of you.
For both of us? Okay.
Both of you, if you want to try 2 separate doors, let's make it happen. You both see 2 separate
you
back
got
doors, and you
this.
both see who can get in.
A Cinco de Mayo.
I got a 2.
All right, you get a turbo token, and you get into the building. So you both try to go into a door at the same time, and it's infuriating, Trish, because Johnny kicks in a door like an action hero, and you kick a door, and it's stuck, and you have to go follow him into the building.
He holds the door open for her. After you, Trish.
Let's do this.
Nice.
You guys both make your way into the central restaurant. There's a big, elaborate bar in the middle of this chalet space. It's a pretty great place to burn down. There is a lot of glass, but there's also a lot of classic wood. There's a bunch of furs that have been thrown over various pieces of furniture and behind the bar. It's grotesque, honestly. You are trying to make an improvised explosive device using your experience on your most recent movie set. How are you doing it? You have the canisters. It's a double canister backpack rig that is carried with a flamethrower hooked to it with the pilot light at the end of the long gun-like version of the weapon. What's your plan?
So he's going to take some of the furs, some of those like the furs just sitting around, and he's going to grab a bottle of like high-proof alcohol, and he's going to start like soaking the furs down in the alcohol, and he wants to set up like a nice long like fur fuse and then create a big pile with the like canister of the flamethrower, and he's going to surround that with all the other like super high proof alcohol bottles into this like massive pyre that we can light from afar and then head on it.
Great. So it leads out the door that you had found to the back. You get this in place. It is set up. That's when you begin to hear people climbing out of vehicles in the parking lot and coming into the resort, and you're realizing that you are running out of time. And you come to the end of this lineup, and it's time for you to set this thing on fire. How do you do that?
Trish, would you like to do the honors?
All right, thanks. Yeah, this is going to feel really good. And I guess, like, I imagine, like, the gun, the hose, like...
I mean, you've gone from the center bar of a building all the way out the back door. So you have the gun and it has no fuel.
Oh.
If you're carrying the gun at all.
Do you have a light?
So Johnny will he'll go behind the bar. And look.
You're going all the way back in.
He'll run back in. He'll go behind the bar and he'll look to see if they have like a pack of matches like behind the bar.
Great.
Yeah.
As you are looking for this pack of matches, roll me a wits DC 4.
Okay.
Usually they're pretty obvious.
Yeah. Doable. What if it wasn't obvious?
Well, it's pretty dark, so you're going to find what you're going to find. You are searching, you can't find it, and that's when you see flashlights begin to pan over the bar above you, and you realize that they have already started coming in the front door. You are behind the bar with this stack of liquor and flamethrower canisters in front of it. The enemy is here, and they're going to find you soon. What do you do?
Trish. You gotta help me.
Can you roll me a sneak DC? DC 14. DC 14. She is further away than the enemy are. They're inside the building. She's out the back waiting for you. DC 14.
It's the most easy possible thing that can be done. Fuck you.
There's something crazy.
That's
a 5.
I got a 5. Can you got any?
She's in the scene with you.
You got any juice?
I have 3.
You could spend 1 and make them blow up.
Yeah.
Okay, here, brother.
All right.
Thanks. Oh, do I get to keep
sorry.
it? Oh,
Isn't that what we do?
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you.
So you have blown up. Now you got to roll that D8.
Oh, come on, baby. Let's do it. Oh,
That's a 7.
13. Can I borrow?
Not borrow. He's going to spend it.
Can I spend? Can I spend a feeling?
I got another one. You mind passing that
Oh
along?
yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Look at this teamwork.
So, Trish, you make it possible for him to have this conversation where he's clearly yelled to you for help, and you cover up that sound in a way that these enemy soldiers coming into the space, these terrorists for hire, don't hear that he's behind the bar. What sound do you make that covers him talking?
Keep that in.
That was not.
I was saying you could use that if you want.
Okay, yeah, that.
Yeah.
Great. You sneeze, and then you hear them go, wait, somebody's here. But you got lucky with the echoes. The way it bounced around inside, they're behind us. And they all turn away to recheck the front. You realize you have a brief moment to get out of here. Roll me a sneak. DC 10.
Okay.
Sorry, they rolled really well.
Still not great. How many more tokens you got, Trish? All right. We can try. Nah, 5.
With a 5, can you roll me a tough check? DC 13.
Oh boy.
Can we have any DCs that are reasonable? Is there any way they can be?
It's also
You're
random.
Johnny freaking Evans.
Yeah, Johnny Evans is going to get his head blown off.
Oh.
That's what it's uno mas.
Uno mas, you take a point of injury.
Number 2.
As trying to sneak out, you can't help yourself as you step across the floor and your elaborate Italian boots squeak on the floor. And they turn around and go, it's Johnny Evans! And immediately all open fire, hosing this bar and you with bullets. But I need to roll a weapons check for them.
I don't like that sound.
Friends, I just want to show that number.
There we go.
They're shooting in a bad area.
It's a 1, which means they open fire, spraying bullets all over this bar, not realizing what they are hitting as it sprays, and you hear a ping, and you look back, Johnny, and you see they have blown the top off of the flamethrower canisters, and a little fire is shooting out of it, and it goes smaller and smaller and smaller until you just hear one of them go, oh shit, and it blows up and outwards. I need a stunts for you to leap clear.
Yes, Johnny
of this
Evans.
explosion.
Johnny Evans running away from an
DC
explosion.
17.
That's fucked. What are you doing to me? God damn it.
Stunts 17.
Well, let's see. Let's see what happens.
Let's go, Johnny
Any
Evans.
of us have a better? No, we all have.
I was going to say, you
I have the
just
same.
got injured, so you will have advantage
Okay,
on
all
this.
right. That's
this
cool.
is good.
Do you want to
Okay.
roll 2 at the same time?
Yeah, let's try it. Give
It's
me
an 8?
Yeah, let's see what happens.
There you go.
Come
You've got
on.
this, Johnny
Give me
Evans.
something good. Come on, Johnny Evans. A 5 and a 1.
So you get a 5.
Okay.
That was a 17.
Yep.
So you try to leap forwards when you slip on a fur and end up falling down into the fur pile with one fur half over you as this explosion goes off behind you. Can you roll me a tough check, DC 8?
Jesus, Johnny Evans is getting burnt up. 5 with a boink.
Well, you are already within 3 because it was DC 8. So
Yeah.
you will not
Oh,
suffer a
okay.
point of injury with this. It just means you won't succeed.
But I feel like I should start. I'm going to start boost. I need to boost myself.
Oh, yeah. If you want to blow up, that's fine. I just wanted to be clear on the rules.
I appreciate
6, that's a blow up.
and a spicy little blow up here. I want to become more tough. I need to be a tougher boy. So a 10 total.
10,
Nice.
that beats 8. So
Very
the
tough.
bomb
There you go.
goes
There you
off behind you, exploding fire all over this place. And you realize the hide over you is thick. And you've done fire stunts before, Johnny. You've never done a full body burn. That'd be too dangerous for you. The studio won't let you. But having something thrown over you that's on fire, that is in the Johnny Evans wheelhouse. So in seconds, you are up, holding your breath instinctively and running with this fur behind you, the thick skin of a bear protecting you. You know, if your enemies wanted to stop you, maybe they shouldn't have been hunters. So bam, you dash out the back door and whirl this bear skin aside, which is flaming and goes out in the snow as this entire lodge explodes into flame behind you. And you're hearing gunfire as people are shooting into and out of this lodge, very clearly distracted by what you have done. Where do the two of you go?
As I'm running out, what are the odds that I could have grabbed like a nice bottle of champagne on the way out? Like what are the let's say we made a pile, the alcohol was there, I throw the bear skin over me, and then I look and there's like what? Dom Perignon right beside me. Like I'd be a fool not to grab
I
it.
need a hot check DC 10.
Yeah,
Oh,
we can,
boy.
let's
Oh,
see.
boy.
Let's see what happens. If I fail, do I get burned?
You're going to find out.
Well, let's see. Let's see what happens. A 4, and I only have 1. Nah.
Well, you have a bottle of Dom Perignon in your hand, but when you throw that bearskin aside, you think it's going to stop the fire, and it doesn't. It turns out running with it over you means your legs are now on fire because the alcohol had dripped down onto your body. You suffer another point of injury, but you do have a bottle of Dom Perignon.
All right, I'll take it. It was worth it.
And you do manage to escape into the woods and make your way off the resort. I will say with quick healing, you have an interesting choice, Trish. Clearly burned himself stealing alcohol.
Right. Yeah.
But he is pretty heartily injured. You can heal one of the two of you for 1 point of injury at the end of this encounter. Who will it be?
It has to be Johnny because, again, he is Holly's man. And if I don't heal him, I'm picking him up over my shoulder and I'm carrying him. So I got to get him better.
You get bandaged up quickly in the woods and make your way clear with only superficial injuries.
I present the bottle to Trish. Hey, congratulations for winning the ski race.
Thanks, Johnny.
Yeah, thanks for, making my legs not so burnt.
Well, let's get reunited with the other two and we'll crack this bitch open.
I love it.
And the two of you make your way to the bottom of the snowy dirt road at the base of this mountain. And as you two escape into the woods, the camera pans back up the mountain, where Holly, you've scouted ahead and you've had to move back to help carry Cole, Mississippi up the hill. For the first time, someone's carrying Cole, and it's you. I need you to roll me a stunts. Cole, can you roll me a stunts? Just a straight stunts. We're going to subtract whatever you roll from 12.
It's a 7. Okay.
7. DC 5 stunts.
All right. 4. I have a token, so there it is. It's 5.
All right.
Exactly.
With that, you manage to carry Cole up this mountain. He's working hard to help you, but he's so injured. You've realized the forces are coming up the hill. They've been distracted at the bottom. You've seen them come up some of the back roads in the distance. You need to get him into this truck, and you might need to drive him out of here.
Yeah.
Repaying him for all the times in high school where he drove you around in his truck. Now you're going to drive him to safety in someone else's truck. You load him into the passenger seat, make your way around to the driver's seat. Is there anything you say to him before you pull out and start barreling down this mountain?
I'm checking to make sure he's comfortable. I'm moving the flamethrower around and make sure he's buckled in. Okay, Cole, just hang in there. We're gonna get you back to base with everyone.
Holly,
Yeah, Cole. We're gonna feed the chickens. It's gonna be okay.
no.
And she hits drive and immediately starts pulling out. It's too loud. Anything's possible here. But you need to roll a drive for me to get down this mountain. It is DC 6. It
Okay.
is dark. You've got your headlights, but you are racing down a snowy mountain. I will point out before you roll that, once per episode, someone can share a skill, and Cole has a better drive than you. So
Yes.
if you wanted to
That's
loan
right.
your drive die,
Yes.
you could do that, which means you advance to a D6.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So
we
you don't need
have
to
a
roll.
D4.
Dale, you still roll. You just get to roll a D6.
Oh, I don't even have to get. Yeah.
DC6.
It has to be mine. Yeah.
All right, this is make it break it. It's
Hey.
a 5.
It's a 5.
Am I able to?
You are in the same scene, so yes, you are able to lend your tokens.
Thank you.
So that becomes a
It's
6. And you blow up, so
Does
I will
that
let you
count?
re-roll a D6 again
Okay.
for your blow up.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm
It's
Calvin balling that
4.
rule. So that'll give you a 10. I will point out, if you want to give more dice with the turbo tokens, 10 is 4 more. 1 more would get you to the point where you'd have a crit
5
success because you would
over.
have beat it by
Yeah.
5.
How many you need?
Or if you give her 2, she would blow up again.
What do you
Either
need?
1 to get a critical success or 2 to blow up again.
What you
right.
want?
Well, I think the question is, how do you feel about it?
Yeah,
Cole?
how do you feel?
You can't say it out loud. You might be able to get one more word out.
I gotta go to sleep.
Holding it in, he passes the energy of the words he wanted to say but couldn't over to you. You get 2 turbo tokens and you blow up
my
again. You're up to the D8, you're adding to 12.
It's just a 1.
13, you still beat the DC by more than 5. So you are racing down this hill, driving like Cole taught you, driving like all those boxcars he built have raced down the mountain
Downhill is easy.
every season as you roll down the mountain, perfectly swerving every corner. And you realize as cars are racing up and around you, you turn off the engine. You turn off those lights, And it's a pure
like a boxcar.
Experience as you slide down this mountain in the
ASMR.
steepest parts. Just boxcarring. The saddest thing you've ever seen is when you look over and realize Cole might be living the most exciting boxcar ride of his life.
I'm passed
But
out.
he's fully asleep next to you. So overwhelmed by his own complicated emotions that it just tuckered him right out.
Yeah.
But the moment you're clear, you turn the engine on again, regaining control, and race down to the bottom of the mountain, where you see ahead of you Trish and Johnny, in an unlikely pairing, helping each other through the deep snow back onto the path, where you can stop and let them into the truck. Is there anything you say to them as you see them helping each other through the snow?
I am touched by that. But pulling open the door and Johnny, Patty, get in. Cole's hurt, but we got all the chickens.
Good work, you guys. Great.
Yeah, I think we'd both be kind of stunned. Like, whoa. Yeah, all right. Let's get in.
Yeah, we got to get going
To Grandma's house.
to Grandma's house.
All right. Once we're there, I can have a look at Cole's injuries. Okay, Cole. We're going to get you to Grandma's.
It's okay, buddy. He's okay.
He got hurt really bad.
Johnny, can you roll me a wits DC 4?
Oh, yeah. Ooh, 2. I got no idea.
All right, you get another turbo token, but you have no idea what Cole has been trying to say to your girlfriend, Holly Ringer, this whole time, even while unconscious.
I think he would be like joking around, like, "Oh, come on, Holly, what'd you do to this guy? Like, I thought he was supposed to be a real tough country mouse."
He is. We had to get off the ski lift early, and then he broke my fall with his everything.
Well, don't worry, Holly, I'm here now. So you got nothing to worry about anymore. We'll get this guy some help. He probably slipped or something, right? All right, come here, Holly. I'll drive. Get out of here.
Okay.
Pushes you aside and takes the wheel. Trish, can you roll me a wits DC 4?
Yeah.
You're also trying to get somebody's information, though, I'm realizing. I think that takes us down to a DC 1.
I think so too.
But you could still
Destroy
fish
it.
for a blow up,
Yeah,
so
'cause
let's see what
gonna-
happens.
I was gonna talk some shit, and then I thought, be cool.
Whoa.
9.
A 9.
That is a 9. You realize exactly what Cole's been trying to say. And you realize he may have been trying to say it before. But more importantly, as this truck pulls away and you see Johnny Evans shoving Holly into the back of the car so he can drive notably worse than she was coming down the hill,
Yeah.
you realize how everybody in this vehicle might feel. But there's only so much time for feelings because you're heading into a town that's under occupation by international terrorists for hire. And tomorrow, it's the ice skating jamboree. But tonight, you might need to save the life of Cole, Mississippi, with his own injuries. And you might need to save the soul of your friend, Holly Ringer. It's a big day. It's a big mission. Because not only do you need to save each other, you need to save America and Hallmark, the heart of America.